Today we'll be talking about zinc. Food sources include oysters, lamb, beef, yogurt, pecans, lentils. Like a lot of the minerals, animal sources are in fact the best way to get zinc into your diet. Why is it necessary? How does the body use it? Well, it's a component of literally hundreds of enzymes and other proteins, important for wound healing, immune function, eye health. It's associated with normal taste and smell, and also with carbohydrate metabolism. It is found in absolutely all organs, tissues, and body fluids. Sources, again, I've listed for you, and it's negatively affected by heat and the Maillard reaction, which is the browning process that makes things taste so wonderful. So that will impact how much zinc that you're going to be able to absorb. Absorption is influenced by the foods that are consumed. Animal sources, as I said, are the best. It depends on how much your body needs, which is similar to, or like most of the vitamins and minerals, your body tends to regulate absorption based on need. Factors that decrease absorption: calcium, the presence of phytic acid from plants, and it also competes with copper and iron for absorption. So you certainly wouldn't want to take an iron supplement. Probably I wouldn't recommend it with your multivitamin mineral that contains zinc. Transport in the intestinal cell, it's used actually by the enterocyte, and it's also stored there. It's transported through the systole and across the basolateral membrane in the small intestine into the blood for transport. For transport, actual transport itself, it's loosely bound to albumin, and it also may be transported by hitching a ride with transferrin and alpha-2 macroglobulin, as well as histidine and cysteine, which to a lesser extent. Excretion is through the GI tract, kidneys, and skin. I've listed the RDAs for you. Notice it's in milligrams, so smaller amounts. Populations at risk include older adults, vegetarians, those with alcoholism, and those that have limited income due to the fact that some of the rich sources of zinc are a bit more costly than animal sources. You may have increased needs if you have experienced some type of trauma, if you have sickle cell anemia, or you have some type of malabsorptive process or disease going on. Adequacy and toxicity. The RDA ranges from 8 to 13 milligrams per day. Children between 6 to 11 years are at risk of deficiency. Deficiency can lead to delays or difficulties in the body as the pre-adolescent approaches sexual maturation or puberty. Toxicity, the upper limit is 40 milligrams per day. It will inhibit copper absorption. So again, if you're taking large doses of some of these micronutrients, you're probably going to interfere with another nutrient's absorption or ability to function in the body. And actually, at these higher levels, you're depressing immune function. More than 100 milligrams per day, which I would never recommend, results in diarrhea, cramps, vomiting, and depressed immune system. Some people will take zinc for a cold. A while ago, I shouldn't say a while ago, several years ago, we were adding zinc to wound protocol regimens if the wound was a pressure ulcer in the stage 3 or 4 category. We're not doing that now. The research isn't supporting that. Deficiency occurs with people, again, that have these digestive tract problems and infants that are exclusively breastfed. And again, which I keep saying the word again, I've said I wasn't going to do that. It is associated, deficiency is associated with delayed sexual maturation and growth retardation in children, which is obviously a very, very big problem. And that concludes the zinc lecture.